So when I was younger, I played a lot of video games. I was a certified gamer. I would spend so many of my waking hours and hours I should have been asleep playing video games. And one of those games was RuneScape, this MMORPG game. Nowadays, it's known as old school RuneScape. But if you know anything about that universe, you know that you can sink thousands of hours of your life into it and not even notice. It is such an addictive game. It's so enjoyable, and even now, the continuity amazes me. If if I could play that game, I would, but I just know it would take so much of my time away. I kind of live vicariously through YouTube videos and friends of mine who play. But all of that to say, there was a wrinkle of RuneScape and its lore that not many people know about. Back in the early 2000s, there was a concept of video called RuneScape music videos. Basically, people would take clips of the game, they would do emotes, and then type in the lyrics of their song and sync it up to the song itself, the audio, and then you would have a music video, but of all in-game footage. And that is how I discovered Matchbox 20. In fact, the only song of theirs I discovered and listened to was How Far We've Come, and it was from that context. So that was my introduction to their music, and I actually never looked any deeper into their discography. That was the only song I had listened to, and I've been listening to it on and off over the years, over the decade and a half, I guess. It's a beautiful song, and very randomly, that melody, da 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 da, that melody is so reminiscent of a Bollywood movie song melody. The movie is Om Shanti Om. The song is Dastani. I think you would spell that Dastaan space E, or maybe the two A's are the first A. But regardless, that melody, if you listen to that song, almost like a one-to-one mapping with the original How Far We've Come. So yeah, I'm just sharing with you all of the lore and relationship I have to Matchbox 20. It is not that much, but there is an association that's been built there, and now it is finally time to dive a little bit deeper. So today we are doing just that. We'll be checking out 3 of their songs. First is She's So Mean, the second is Unwell, and lastly will be Feel. Today we have Gundala the Witty to thank for making this generous donation request and these selections today. Appreciate you, Gundala, for bringing Matchbox 20 to the channel and back into my life. This is a cool moment for me. Anyways, let's jump into this.
I know a girl, she gets what she wants all the time, 'cause she's fine. But for an angel, she's a hot, hot mess. Make you so blind, but you don't mind.
Are you envisioning somebody right now? I am. Okay. Nice melody already. Nice groove. It's a fun vibe.
She'll make you take her to the club, but then she leaves with her friends. She likes to stay late at the party, 'cause the fun never ends. And all her clothes are on the floor, and all your records are scratched. She's like a one-way ticket, 'cause you can't come back. Say, yeah, you want her, but she's so mean. You never let her go. Why don't you let her go? Yeah, you want her, but she's so mean.
Firmly in the pop rock universe. I'm loosely reminded of I did a Goo Goo Dolls reaction a while back. Loosely reminded of them. Also a bit of Maroon 5, though I think there's a big difference in the vocalists. But super playful energy. This feels like a song that I probably should have listened to for many years, but we're doing it now.
Why don't you let her go? You know that if you don't shut your mouth, she'll freak out.
She's a little toxic.
You better get your together, 'cause she's bringing you down now.
Yeah, she's a wild one.
Oh, you better, 'cause she's an
Firecracker. Shout out the visuals.
She's got a wicked sense of humor, can't believe what she says. She drinks Bacardi in the morning till it goes to her head.
In the morning? Bro, she's an alcoholic. Nice melody. Those things are like thousands of dollars. I'm sure they have a budget for this, but like it always saddens me to see people destroying things that are worth money because like somebody could probably get better use out of it. I'm not going to be too pedantic though. I hope it's all right. Matchbox 20. I guess the reference is 20 cigarettes in a matchbox. But I don't really know how many matches are in a matchbox. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Super upbeat track. I mean, kind of cheeky, a little bit mischievous, but also like lighthearted and fun. Despite, you know, we could do the deeper analysis and come away with like, man, this like person is very problematic in the context of this relationship. But the way it's kind of administered, this message is done very playfully, which I can appreciate. This feels like one of those pop rock anthems that kind of emerge out of nowhere and then just hit cultural popularity. It just exists now in the musical zeitgeist. Fun track. Yeah. I mean, it does feel very reminiscent of what I remember, like how far we've come sounding like. I can definitely notice the similarities in the guitar work and in the vocals for sure. I don't remember as much of the drumming in that original track. Yeah, I like the energy here. It almost feels like one of those classic summer singles. You knew what you were doing with the complete vibe change, Gundala. It's like country almost with that intro.
Shadows on my wall.
Already.
All night, hearing voices telling me that I should get some sleep because tomorrow might be good for something.
Ooh.
Feeling like I'm
this melodic atmosphere. It's a little dark, a little sad.
And I don't know why, but I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm now you don't care, but soon enough you're gonna think of me and how I used to be me.
Wow, such a different look.
Talking to myself.
It's a very tender song. It almost feels a bit, I mean, it of course is very vulnerable, but it almost sounds like it's a sort of like confessional being sung directly to us. And it's a important distinction, right? The line between just feeling a little unwell, which is a very normal thing to feel, and being judged and labeled as crazy. I feel like, I don't know if it's more so the case nowadays or if it's persisted over time, but there's that like whole Dave Chappelle quote of people dismissing others by calling them crazy rather than seeking understanding or putting the idea forth that somebody could just be doing poorly in a moment right now rather than just being crazy to their core. So it's a way of like not perceiving others through the catastrophic lens of everybody being crazy. If you don't understand why they do something, it's just more realistic to view it as, okay, maybe they're just not doing so well in this moment, and look to understand. You know, anybody can have a bad day.
Talking to myself in public and dodging glances on the train. And I know they've all been talking about me. I can hear them whisper.
Oh, did you see in the video here the woman's face? It was like a panther. It switched.
They've all been talking about me. I can hear.
Yeah, there's like a... Oh, let me see if I can catch the frame. Right here, it's like their faces are almost like alien-like, antagonistic towards this individual, as if they aren't the crazy ones or they aren't the weird ones, but then they're casting judgment. Or you could take it the other way too, where it's you aren't actually the crazy one, everybody else is crazy, quote unquote. Yeah, it's interesting.
I know they've all been talking about me. I can hear them whisper, and it makes me think there must be something wrong with me. Out of all the hours thinking, somehow I've lost my mind. But I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care, but soon enough you're gonna think of me and how I used to be. I've been talking in my sleep. Pretty soon they'll come to get me. Yeah, they're taking me I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care, but soon enough you're gonna think of me and how I used to be. Yeah, how I used to be. How I used to be. Well, I'm just a little unwell. How I used to be. How I used to be. I'm just a little.
Yeah, the banjo definitely threw me for a loop there, but it actually fit the song really well. It didn't actually fully dive into what I was expecting to be more country pop. It kind of just left the banjo in as an extra bit of like bright acoustic texture rather than transitioning fully into a different genre. So again, I would feel like this is like firmly in the realm of pop rock. Maybe I think you could make an argument too for like alternative rock. it's a beautiful song, beautiful message. You know, you have that mix of loneliness, of self-doubt, of the hope for acceptance, of not being mislabeled as somebody who is crazy. Again, like, it's okay to be unwell, and it's okay to also accept others' momentary unwellness. That doesn't actually, it doesn't have to be so complicated, I guess. And these days too, a lot of the culture is quick to just categorize you and put you away rather than seek out your own nuance as an individual. It's a strange time we live in, that's for sure. That's why I will always urge people to be as empathetic and understanding as possible. Lead with patience and love. And if you don't understand something, that's okay. You don't have to understand everything. And, you know, take it easy on yourself. Back away from situations that, you know, you don't really have any benefit to being in. Again, I'm reminded a bit of Goo Goo Dolls. I'm also loosely reminded of Need to Breathe. That's another group we've reacted to several times on this channel. Love their stylistic approach to songwriting. With Matchbox 20 in mind, I'm very easily able to tell their song structure. Fairly simple, but once you like glob onto the melody, it is there, it is pleasant, it is there to just help you feel your own emotions and resonate well. There's that kind of built-in sounding board, which I like. These are the kind of songs that I definitely would think would be very popular on the radio, and very, what would you say, very characteristic of like the early 2000s rock that I'm used to. But honestly, it's a very, well, honestly, it is a very honest song about mental health. And to me, like, I've grown up, you know, I was born in 97, and I've grown up in the internet age. Why is Siri talking to me? Grew up during the internet age, and have seen the way that online discourse has changed. Well, the online world has grown, and then how conversations about mental health in person and online have changed. It was not as common to speak about it back then as it is now. So this to me also feels a bit like, I wouldn't say genre breaking or defining, but definitely is an honest look conveyed through this like alternate rock, pop rock feel. So 2 banger songs so far, very enjoyable. Let's check out the last one, which is a live performance.
Atlanta, baby, how you feeling right now?
Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta. It's an interesting city, I'll say. I was in Buckhead. Oh, for a song named Feel, it is exactly its namesake. This is definitely like leaning more into the rock than it is the pop. Thank you for asking. Oh man. Love the riffs in this, that nice heaviness. It's a darker kind of side. Yeah. Definitely more expressive of like frustration, anger. There's grittiness in the vocals. And now I'm loosely reminded of a bunch of groups, of Creed, of Three Doors Down, of Nickelback. Yeah. That's nice.
Too much to forget about, can't stop now. How does it feel now? I'm only asking because I wanna know how you wanna feel. How you wanna feel.
Are they still out there? Are they still touring? "2023, wow. They're still making it happen." Love the groove in this one. Yeah, definitely super in line with its namesake. It's all about the feel, all about the riffs and the groove. And I like their live show presence. Definitely you can feel the intensity with the vocal performance here. It's not substantively different than what I heard in studio, but there is like maybe like I would say like a 15% difference in at least the intensity in his live versus his studio vocals. I was thinking of which of these songs I like the most, because I really like Feel. I like The Meaning and Unwell. The banjo did throw me off initially, but then we quickly got back on course, and that kind of reeled me in. But then with She's So Mean, I was immediately like I was immediately intrigued by just how huge of a pop rock sound they actually have. Maybe the way I'm going to tie break this is just thinking of which song is most similar to How Far We've Come. And if I'm judging based on that, I would probably say She's So Mean would be my favorite. But also I think in terms of intensity, Feel was up there for me. So honestly, I'm probably going to give the nod to Feel. Also, it is a live version, so that that can sometimes play in the favor of my preference. So I'll go with Feel first, then She's So Mean, and then lastly Unwell. This feels just super crazy to me now that I have more songs of Matchbox 20 in my mental bank account that I just never listened to more of their work. It was always How Far We've Come. I had to like double check that to make sure that I hadn't heard any of their other stuff, and that was literally the song of theirs that I'd been listening to on and off for literally years. It looks like they're still putting out new music. 2023 was their latest album release, this one titled Where the Light Goes. So I guess it also is possible for them not to be touring or releasing new music now, but if you are listening to more Matchbox 20 than I am, let me know what I should check out next. Maybe you can request a reaction yourself if you want to. You can hit the first link in the description box below. But this was a really fun one for me today. Appreciate you, Gundala. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.